thought continues in Genesis chapter 3. Unfortunately, we're still in the curses. I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately. It's just part of God's word. It's part of the plan and purpose He had for us. His plan wasn't that we would sin, but He knew we would because we had free choice. And so He made a plan beyond our sin. He made us a plan to redeem us from our sin. But we have to go through the curses first. And again, remember, the curses are part of the redemption. So this is Genesis chapter 3, verses 17 through 19. First, it was the serpent that was cursed. Yesterday was about the woman, and today is about man. And to the man, God said, "Since you listened to your wife and ate from the tree whose fruit I commanded you not to eat, the ground is cursed because of you. All your life you will struggle to scratch out a living from it. It will grow thorns and thistles for you, though you will eat of its grains. By the sweat of your brow will you have food to eat, until you return to the ground from which you were made. For you were made from dust, and to dust you will return." Because remember, that's how God made man. He shaped him out of the dust of the earth and then blew nostril to nostril, or blew breath into him, blew life into man. And so now he's going to die at some point because he ate from that fruit. And he says his life's going to be hard. He's going to work, and instead of having a garden to show for it, he's going to have thistles and thorns. And we can attest to that because there's a bunch of weeds growing out in our garden. It's hard. This is part of the consequence of sin. And when we sin, there are consequences. Things don't all of a sudden change and go away just because we're sorry. And so this is part of the curse. But work is also part of God's redemption for us. And so work is part of the curse and part of the blessing. And you'll have to come back tomorrow to find out how this ends for now. Well, let me reword that. You don't know the ending until you read the whole book. So Genesis to Revelation, that tells you the whole story.